bet you guys can hear me now. Fixed. Alright, so you guys should be able to hear me now. We should be good. So, anyway, as I was saying, you guys obviously saw the footage. So that's the desk clamp that comes for the WinWing PFP. And they're calling it the PFP due to licensing reasons. But the only thing I don't like about the desk clamp is there's a gap. Yeah, hi. There's a gap about that much at the clamp's maximum position. So it can go down very far. But when it comes up, it has a probably inch and a half gap there. So like if you're going to clamp it onto something like I have my cockpit over here, if you're that has a real thin like piece of sheet metal or something like that, it's not going to work very well. You're going to have a spacer of some sort. So I hope that they come up with something about that. As far as I can tell, there isn't any way to adjust it. You might be able to unscrew the bottom handle that tightens it up, but other than that, it works real nice and it's very sturdy. It doesn't move at all. So they did a really good job with the mounting system. 5x5. All right, cool. I gave you a lot more than 5, but hey. So, anyways, guys, welcome back to another stream. I told you guys that we were going to be streaming a lot more, and I am going to be sticking to that. So, hopefully, you guys get a lot more content with my ugly mug. So, today we're going to be flying the PMDG 737. I think I picked the 700. And we're going to be heading on over from San Diego over to Seattle. Just a quick flight, nothing too crazy. The aircraft is already fueled and loaded, so we just have to run through it. We are going to be using my PMDG 737 tutorial guide. If you guys haven't checked one of these guides out, these are the guides that are on Patreon. This is what they look like. They have literally everything you need in them to complete the flight that's in the guide. Flight plan, charts, weights, balances, you name it. Everything is screenshotted, step by step, all the way from cold and dark at your startup to cold and dark at shutdown. So this is what we're going to be using today. Even walks you through how to set up the gate and create your own profile if you want. So it's pretty cool. Definitely a lot of work in these. So anyway, let's go ahead and get going. Oops, wrong one. Ha! Hi. So let's get started. Let's see. Let me bring the chat somewhere where I can see you guys. You guys just let me know if anything's blocking you or anything like that. That is not what I wanted. Close that. Save. Cool. Let me close a couple things here. I got a bunch of crap open here. You can tell I'm not a professional streamer. Every single time I do one of these, I spend the first 10 minutes just trying to figure out what needs to go where. So anyways, so let's walk through it. We're not going to do all the pre-flight steps, although those are in the guide as far as safety checks, things like that. We're just going to get up and get going here. So we're going to come up, stop. Nice. We're going to do battery power on. Standby power needs to be in auto and covered. It is indeed. Emergency exit lights need to be armed. Boom. There they go. Electric hydraulic pumps need to be off. If I can remember where the hell they are. It's been a while. There's the fuel pumps. Yep, electric hydraulic pumps are off. And wipers are both in the park position. Cool. Moving on down to the next one. We got landing gear handle down. Flaps are retracted. Landing gears indicating 3 green. And you actually have a second landing gear source that you can take a peek at, which is right here. So always good stuff. On the WinWing, on this. Thanks, appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm really excited. WinWing, man, we needed them. They are, they're going to turn and burn, dude. They're going to turn and burn. They're really offering some really amazing products to flight simulations. Really quite impressive. All right, I'm going to skip the fire test and things like that. Like I said, we're going to get the aircraft started up and get rolling. So let's see here. Go back to the overhead panel. Go back to the top one. We're going to set our IRS into the nav position. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the ground power. Do I have ground power? Let's find out. Says I do. No, I do not. Yep, I know. You're mad at me. Because it doesn't have power. It doesn't have... It's the IRS because we don't have power. There we go. I thought I had it saved to this profile. I guess I have to change that. Funny enough. We were just talking about that. I had reinstalled the PMDG. Hey, good afternoon. Victorious, Brownie, Jay. Glad you guys could make it. All right, let's keep on moving here. Not going to worry about the lights test, oxygen test. If we pass out, it's cool. We've already loaded and fueled the aircraft with cargo weight, so now it's time for the fun part, the FMC. So for that, we are going to need this. So I'm going to be loading all the FMC information on here. So I'm going to drag this down here so you guys can hopefully see that nice and big. Let me get my big papa head out of the way. Finally catch you live. Hey, Emmett, how's it going? Juanfra, hello there. He says, finally, I catch you on live. We're live, man. We're live. You guys get to see me act like a fool. I get nervous on lives. I've only done a handful of them ever. All right, so let's begin. I'm probably going to be a little harder to hear for a minute, but that's all right. So let's go ahead and clear that. And let's do position initialization. KSAN. Let's go to our GPS page. We want the GPS left, cockpit and scratch pad. There, go to root. KSAN. We're going to Seattle. Flight number, I don't remember what I picked, but we're southwest something. 209. I'm not using ATC today, so we don't care. We're not going to do the automated. I like loading them manually. I don't like using the sync. I know that's more realistic, but I don't know why, I just don't. Where are we doing? In the Padres 2. With the EHF transition. Departing runway 27. Back to route. Departures and arrivals. Actually, let's go to route. Back up. Ah. What do I want? Route. Thank you. Next page. And from there, we're going direct to Shimmer. You guys see how fast this thing responds? Like, it's just... That was the biggest thing I was blown away by yesterday. Lima, Kilo, what was it, Victor? And then from there, jumping onto the next star. Departures and arrivals, go to arrivals. We are expecting the Hawks 8. There it is. We want the LKV transition. And we're expecting ILS 3-4 left. There it is. And let's look at the charts real quick, because I'm not actually sure what our transition point is. Oh, that's the weather details. Damn it. There we go. Got the star, Hawks 8. And actually, no, I want the approach plate, don't I? Now, who could see that? So what are our options here? We're going to be coming in for 3-4 left. There's the fix. There's the Key West. Okay, let's go to the approach. Let's find ILS 3-4 left. There it is. Oh, thank goodness. Dark mode is so much easier to read. Hipro. Do we have a Hipro? We don't. So let's go back. Oh, I'm on the wrong chart. So there's Sondor. Yeah, so Sondor is what we're using. Here we go. Go to route. Got a discontinuity. Direct to Shimmer. We're just going to bring LKV up. There we go. Next page. All right, now let's take a look at this on the PFP. The PFP. Damn it. Let's look at the PFD. Let's go to plan. Let's step through it. Well, let's see here. How's our departure look? Straight out, nice. No goofy crap on the departure. Go to our legs page. Looks good. Nothing goofy. I have the full WinWing set for the Airbus. And the MCP I know for Boeing is developing nicely, is the last I heard. All right, cool. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Activate, execute. We're in there. Go away. Who's calling me? Go back to our initial reference. Let's see what we've got here. What's our cruise altitude today? Anybody know? Because I wasn't paying attention. We are... Geez, 360. Once our winds, go find the top of climb. I think I went too far. I did. There we go. There's top of descent. Just after battle. Three 360. Wow, we're supposed to be there at 360 already. All right, so winds we're looking at 345 at 78. So winds 345 at 78 knots. It's turning and burning. Zero fuel weight. We can load in. Let's go see our fuel plan. Oh wait. There it is. Oh, 018 at 95. Oops. Let me change that. Yeah. Yep. Dude, they're epic. And they're full Airbus panel. So I've got the whole thing. It's got the FCP and the FS panels on each side, and it's sick, dude. It works great. And so for comparison, I actually have, I'm looking over the chat like I'm talking to you. So for comparison, I have the WingFlex full autopilot panel. And that thing is $899, something like that. And unless you are die-hard, like I just wouldn't. The WinWing one is spectacular. The response rate is great. The tactile feel of the WingFlex one is a bit better. Like, and it's a lot heavier. Like, it's beefy. And maybe later on in the stream I'll show you guys. Maybe we can get up to cruise, but it's not worth the money in comparison. Final reserves 2.1. Cost index. Did I see 80 on the cost index? Holy crap. Fast flight. Alright, we can execute that. N1 limit. Nope, we're not derating nothing. They get to hear us loud and proud. Flaps, we're going to be 5. V1, V rotate. Like that, V rotate. We're going to have gravity. 5.75. So let's do this. Alright. I'm going to shrink this back down. Bring it down here. So January the 17th, it goes on pre-sale. So you guys can pick it up then. So we're going to do 150 plus 5. The 5 knots just gives you a little bit better takeoff performance. We need to set our runway heading, which I don't remember what it was. But we can find it here. Let's go back to our charts. Let's go to departure. Let's go to airport. Nope. Airport. These things always screw me up. Is it this one? Yep. Cool. First try. And what are we departing on? Nope. Runway 27. 275 degrees. So I don't know what the official release date is as far as when they ship, but they go on pre-sale, like I said, on the 17th. So, and WinWing's normally pretty good about it, so I wouldn't imagine it's much later than that. Since we're on the charts, let's go to the SID. What do you say, the Padres? Looking for any altitude restrictions above 8,000. That's it. So we can climb and rocket. So I'm going to set it pretty high to give us time. Let's go to, I don't know, we'll start with 13,000. Then once we get up there, we'll clean things up. I think all of them. I think Airbus and Boeing are releasing at the same time, if I remember correctly. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You guys are going to see sort of, well, I don't want to move the damn camera again. You talking about the full-size handles? So here. They're pricey, but they're awesome. But this is where I got mine. Gosh, it's such a huge link. I hate how long some of these links are. Is there a better share button around here? Well, screw it. This is where I get all of my throttles from. And they have both Airbus and Boeing. But they work fantastic and they feel great. And I've got big old hands, man. Okay, so we are done setting up our flight plan. Done with the FMC configuration. See what's next. All right, the overhead flow. Yeah, baby. Oh, we need our trim. What was our trim? 575? Close enough. Yeah. Yeah. Flight Sim Factory. That's exactly what I use. Yep. They're great. Like I said, they're pricey, but they're worth it. If you guys like the immersion and the feel of them in your hands, they're awesome. He did a really good job. They actually have the electronic push buttons on both. So the ones that are on mine right now, oh, screw it. I'll move the camera again. Come here. There we go. So that's the best I can do. I forgot I'm tethered. It's plugged in. So you have right here in the front of my fingertips, these are the auto throttle disengage. Here you have your toga buttons, and then obviously your reverse thrust. And they work phenomenal. And they just feel good. Like you can see my entire hand, guys. You can see the way it feels and rolls over. These are really nice. They're really nice. Let me do it this time. Let's see if I can get it right this time. Nope. Pro Death Sim is pretty good too, though. I haven't ever actually gotten to use them myself, but I've watched reviews on them. They're pretty comparable. All right, let's keep on moving here. So, going to the overhead overflow, we have yaw damper gets turned on. Let's see here. Navigation panel, normal, normal, normal. Auto, normal. We can do a cross feed check. Make sure the valve open comes on. Illuminates goes off. Coming up to the center electrical panel. Where was I? There we go. Brightness as desired. Equipment cooling is all set to norm. Emergency exit lights are armed. Fasten seatbelt signs. Turn those to auto. Turn those to on. Or to auto, excuse me. So the difference between auto and on, by the way, is at 10,000 feet. If it's set to auto, the seatbelt signs will deactivate. On this, it's actually cheaper. I was wrong. They are. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me just pull up my damn documentation on this. So what happened was they sent it to me yesterday, and I wasn't even expecting it. I didn't know it was coming, right? I knew that it was coming. I did not know it had been sent, right? So I'm just chilling. It was a quiet day at work, whatever. And all of a sudden, I get a package at the door. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I open it up, and dude, I was like, ooh! I was like a little kid in Santa Claus land kind of thing. I was like, it's Christmas again. But anyway, so I just got after it, dude. Like there was no waiting, there was no looking. And so then this morning, I get an email from my contact, and he's like, "Hey, great video, blah blah blah." He goes, "But you missed a couple things," and I'm like, "Sorry," but like, they loved it still. So, but yeah, dude, I was all over it. No, that's the FCU stuff. Where there it is. All right. I think it was in one of these slides. No. Hang on, I'm trying to find you the exact price. Bear with me. Oh, price list. There it is. Okay, so yeah, they are $136.45 US. Global shipping is $129.95. So it comes out to $136.45 US. Australia, oof, $220 in Australia. Canada $192. But yeah, so US $136.45 is the total out the door. So that's freaking awesome. So yeah, it was cheaper. Oh, how dare she? Yeah, yeah. So it's nice, man. Anyway, where the hell were we? I can geek out about this stuff all day. You guys don't want to get me started. We'll never get in the air. All right, window heat gets turned on. Probes are set to the auto position. Anti-ice is off. Engine anti-ice is off. Electric hydraulic pumps can now get turned on. Recirculatory fans are in auto. And APU bleed is off. And the packs are currently off. Cool. Well, the packs can actually, I guess they can go in auto, honestly. They should disconnect automatically when it comes time to start. All right, and set our cruise altitude. Funny enough, it's the same in the guide at 36,000 feet. Landing elevation, I think, is very low. Should be just about sea level. So let's go back to our arrival. And I want airport. See if I picked the right one again this time. I did. Hey, how about that? Zoom in. 400 feet. That's what we're going to put. Well, we'll do 450. $450 feet. Alright, position lights are on steady. Wing lights can remain... Well, you can turn them on. They're usually just used for night operation. Yeah, right? Because one of them won't shut up. Alright, let's turn one of our forward fuel pumps on here. Oh, that was the aft point. Forward fuel pump. Is it forward fuel pump or aft fuel pump? Aft fuel pump. My bad. Fuel pump's like, stop it! And let's start the APU. When I can find my APU start switch. There we go. Alright, and while that's happening, we'll go ahead and set up the rest of our forward panel. So we want flight directors on. That was the auto throttle. I told you guys, I get nervous with live streams. Act like an idiot. Not that I don't act like an idiot normally, but, you know. We're going to go ahead and set our barometric pressure. I cheated and uses the B key. I do not care. Set auto brakes to RTO. Hey, Jesse, how's it going? Yeah, man. I got a friend of mine who lives in Spokane, and I was gonna fly to Spokane, and yes, I know. But, I don't know if you can drop an egg in the simulator, and that would really be the only reason why, it's just so I could egg his house. Set the parking brake. Yeah, that's why I kept both, dude. That's exactly why I kept both, was for the airliners. Did I not? Wow, I didn't set one. What an idiot. Alright, let's come on down. Move to our transponder, which I guess can now be in transponder. Set a bogus code. Stop it! Try to get to the bottom one. Thank you. Don't be a jerk. Okay, cool. And we're already in transponder, so we won't worry about that. Now let's see what we got next. Now it's time. We should have APU power available. It is indeed. So we're going to go APU gens on. Oops, wrong button. Ground power off. I know it should disconnect automatically, but I always hit it just in case. That's good. I'm glad it's normal. With Virpil, I have the CM3 base, and I have the Mongoose 2. Not today. This was sort of an impromptu live stream. It was kind of one of those things, like, I was getting off work, and I'm just like, dude, like, it's one of those days. I just wanted to get up and fly. Our next one, we're going to use Beyond ATC, though. I do love using it. It's a fantastic, fantastic operation. All right, so let's take a look at some things here. FS actions, ground services, release the ground power. Jetway should be releasing. Okay, doors are closed. Back to our legs page. Oh, and by the way, we were talking about that yesterday. I saw the comments. If you guys can see it, I hope you guys can see it well. The magenta does show up. Oh, I know, dude. The large language model. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, dude. I love Beyond ATC. And they're a great group of people, too. Absolutely phenomenal group of people. Okay, so we're just about ready here. So now we're going to shut our packs off. APU bleed. Anti-collision lights come to on. It's time to set our pushback. Clear that. And let's get out of here. So let's do this. I do my pushbacks manually, just so you guys are aware. And reason being is just that I've had problems with the auto pushback, the pre-plan. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's just one of those, I like, forget it.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Yeah, they've come a really long way, man. I remember when I first met Cap from Beyond ATC, man. I remember when it all started. It's come a long way.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Lift
Parking
it!
brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Standing by for pushback.
Yeah, I cheated. Alright, let's do this. Brakes are released. Reverse.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay. Cleared for push start.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Light it up. Word, homie.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side.
Yeah, they're pretty
Have a good
departures.
flight.
I like flying out of San Diego.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Oh, crap. The engine's like, I'm waiting. Yeah. That's why I said when I set the D rate, when I was setting the D rate in the performance, I was like, nah, we ain't D rating nothing. They're hearing us full power. Oh, crap. Missed a step. Did I? Yes, I did. Skipped right over it. Don't you guys love that I make a guide for all of this and then don't use it? All right. Let's get that AC rolling. Let's see where we're at here. All right, throttles are on. APU bleed, blah, blah, blah. APU bleed can now come to off. Probe heat. Into the on position. That's right, PAX oscillation valve off. Turn auto. Laps 5. Yoink. Oh, missed it. It's one of my favorite camera views ever. And like in real life, I love watching the flaps. Yeah, I know. It's out of habit. It's not even in my guide to move that switch. So I get to that point where I just like pushing buttons. That's why I do everything manually, like on the FMC. That's why I don't do any of the auto sync. Is I like pushing buttons, and so like you're cooler, right? I'm a cool guy because I flipped that switch. That's all it is. It's the stupidest thing ever, but that's it. It's the only reason why. All right, let's see where we're at. Final checks here. We're good. Let's taxi this bad baby. Oh. Brakes released. Terrible taxing, by the way. Wasn't even on the line. Southwest 210, what are you doing? Whatever I want. Don't judge. I'm sure that would go over well. Like a fart in church. I will say this is one of the sickest cockpits in VR. Is it just me or we hauling ass? 20 knots. Not completely breaking the rules. That's an awesome shot. Hey, Bernie. We actually, you're the second person to ask that. So, it was an impromptu stream. It was just one of those, I got off work and felt like streaming and just sort of was doing things out of fun. The big star of the show is this guy today, the WinWing PFP. Next one we'll do Beyond ATC. I promised Cap I would too. I still use Beyond ATC. I love Beyond ATC. I do not want to. It was just one of those, just having a chill kind of day. It's my second stream of the year, so just kind of getting back in the swing of it. Back in the swing of it, he said, like I did so many before. Yeah, exactly. That's actually why I prefer Boeing over Airbus. Airbus are badass, don't get me wrong, they're awesome planes. But from a simulation standpoint, from a simulator's experience standpoint, I have more fun with the Boeings. They're busier. The 777 is, it flirts with it, but that thing's a lot of fun. Damn, that thing's a badass plane, man. Yeah, exactly. It's funny when you look at all the different variants of the 737, it's like the one thing that almost never changes, the overhead panel. Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, go them. I mean, they've incredible success rate, but just not for me. Although the next guide we're going to do is the, after I finish up the Duke this week, we're going to do the A380. I mean, you got to do the A380. The largest commercial airliner in the sky. We have to. All right, let's see here. I can't remember. Does this have that? Yes, it does. Landing lights are on. Turn the taxi light off. Where's my strobe lights? Strobe and steady. Clear panels. Good to go. Let's take the runway. Oh, almost a perfect lineup. I like never do that. Ever. I never do that. It's always like this until I get center line. I gotta see this. Look at that! Once in a row! You guys just witnessed a historic moment. Look at that. Historic moment. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what's wrong with me. Okay, so we're up to 50%. Why? Why are you armed? There we go. LNAV, send, tank force heading. Come. Let's do this. 50%. Toga! Ah! You just engaged my auto throttle. Jerk. There we go. Gear up. Flaps 1. Autopilot's in control. No. First off, no to Red Bull. I'm a Monster guy. And yes, I do need more because I'm drinking this crap. Flaps up. All right, now that we're airborne, ignition switches and go in the off position. Okay, rock and roll. Yeah, the A380 is nice. They've came a long way. I love fly-by-wire, man. They're badasses. The things they brought to the community for free, just can't fault them for that. Yeah. Yeah. The first day it released, I tried it. Just sort of jumped in and went for it. We are on our way to Seattle from San Diego. I think we're going to have a night landing. This is going to be cool. I haven't done a night landing in a really long time. Yeah, it's not too bad. I can't do anything too long. I got the kids and everything here. You guys might see them pop in here at some point. Landing lights off. Gear handle off. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, it's because I have it bound. That's fine. Flaps are retracted. Turn off lights. Set our primary display range. Increase our altitude. Since we don't have any restriction, we're going all the way up. Yes, it is. I thought I had flipped that off, but I guess not. Yes, Santa was very good to the kids. They had a really good time. Thank you. It was tough. So this was my first Christmas. My wife and I separated about a year ago this week, funny enough. And I had the kids pretty much full time. This is my first Christmas doing it all solo, and it was a challenge, but they were very happy. Dude, I have such badasses. So I got a 7 and 9 year old girls, and then my oldest is 20. So no, I shut it off. I got a 9-year-old. She's very princess, very seamy. And then my 7-year-old girl is princess meets the Terminator. Like, she's the type who will dress up in a dress and you know, have her little princess outfit and her jewelry while carrying a sword and battling a dragon. You know, like, I'm not even kidding. So I got them both lightsabers for Christmas, dude. They like go at it. Like, I was expecting the ting ting, you know, like little girls would do. No, my 7-year-old, she's sitting there like trying to do the Jedi thing and spinning it. It's funny as hell, man. But they got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they were really happy. It was good. It was fun to watch. And then my eldest is starting to get into streaming herself, so I got, you know, she got a new microphone and a webcam and a couple other things for her computer set up. So it was fun. It was a good one. Oh, who's pestering me? Oh, groovy. New Patreon subscriber. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah, what about you guys, though? How was you guys' Christmas? How was the New Year's? KW for life. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I'm assuming you mean Kenworth, yes? Nice, man. So, funny enough, dude, I had bought one of those little, this was years ago, those little racing stands that fold up, right, and just hold the wheel and have a little shifter spot. Well, it was made from Next Level Racing, so it was all out of metal. So just like I did with the cockpit, I don't know if you guys saw my cockpit video, but for the while I had my Next Level Racing. Here, I can show you guys now, actually. Let me get the chat out of the way so I can see something. So there's the cockpit. Ugh. And so, like, I welded a whole bunch of stuff on. Like, that's a swinging door, essentially, now. That actually swings all the way out so you can get in and out of the damn thing easier. Welded some plates on, did some new mounting. Those 3 combat panel plates, extended the right side, the left side, made a custom mount for the collective. Really set it up nice, right? And so now I have my driving rig out in the garage, and I'm adding to it. So you have to watch for that, man. It's pretty cool. We're gonna start bringing ATS to the stream. I can't bring it to YouTube specifically. Oh, guys, YouTube. Make sure you guys look in the link in the description. It should be there. But Overkill Entertainment 8 is my other YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to that, because then you guys can see all this other content that I do. Because I'm not going to care about the algorithm on this one. On this one, unfortunately, if I start doing other stuff, the algorithm blows to hell and it will stop recommending anything. Standard. Got to chatting like a girl again. And I have 3 daughters. Nobody get offended by that. I'm allowed to say that. Oh, you know what else I didn't do? Boop. Oh, wrong aircraft. Never mind. I don't have to do anything right there. Disregard. But, hey, thanks. Yeah, dude. The Virpil stuff is badass, dude. The Virpil is... I cannot wait for their yoke. I got confirmation that I'm going to be getting a copy of it, so I'm like... It's going to be amazing. You guys have made so much... All the stuff that you guys see, like, especially, again, being a dad at 3, you know, I didn't grow up with money by any means. You know, I've had to... Every step of life has been fighting tooth and nail. I can't tell you guys how grateful I am. Like, I wouldn't have any of this stuff without you guys. Like, it's been such an awesome ride. A lot of work, but it's been a very gratifying ride. Absolutely, it's a hobby. Dude, if you got her on board, get it, buddy. That's the kicker, man. That's the kicker. It's amazing. And flight simulation has come so far. You know, it's I'm not usually one of those ones who like gets all pissy when say, "Oh, you're playing a game," because it's not a game. Although Microsoft Flight Simulator comes close, especially 2024. It has a lot of game aspects that from the outside looks very gamey. But especially when you get into like X-Plane, I will always call a simulator. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, now I would call a simulator. It's a whole different aspect. You know, you screw up just like you would in a real plane. You're gonna feel the price for that. Dude, the alpha yoke is nothing to be upset about. I used it for a very long time. I didn't like the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. Didn't like that one. I'm going to be right back, you guys. I have ribs in the oven. I need to go wrap them and beer them, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back here. Insert elevator music. Shouldn't be. Mm-mm. Hey, Kane, good night, man. Thanks. Wow, congrats on 20 years, man. That's excellent. Absolutely excellent. I love ribs. Oh, wrong tube. Mayday, mayday. Oh, shit. I'll take an eggnog latte. The PFP is going on pre-sale January the 17th. Is there? You're killing me, Smalls. Got my cameras all screwed up, dude. Oh, hey, messed up a tire. Clear. Here, I'll actually show you guys this because this was amazing. You guys are gonna do ribs. These are pork ribs. You guys can find this at any Walmart. It is, you wouldn't believe from Walmart, but it's amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing. This barbecue sauce is right up there too. Absolutely to freaking die for. And then the sauce of choice, I used a Negro Modelo. It's so good. So good. What was I doing? This is the WinWing. It's the one that's getting ready to release. This is the WinWing PFP. I actually have 3 of them. Oh no! Oh, dude! No, I actually forgot about that. Not too spicy, no. Not too bad. Where is my overlay? It must have changed the broadcast location. Hang on. Oops. Oopsies. No. It goes on pre-sale January the 17th. Up at cruise altitude, 1,000 to go. Why can I not find this? Did I put it under? It's not the right one though. Yeah, no, it's 129. 129.99. Actually, I think it was like 129.95. There it is. Why are you banking so hard? I don't know why that's not working. Let's trash that one. There you go. Thanks, Steve. If it's Boeing, I ain't going. Juanfro, thanks for joining, man. Oh, from Spain, too. Get some good rest, man. Catch you next time. I haven't messed around with the cockpit views in the Stream Deck yet, but dude, that PMDG 777 profile, holy crap, it has everything. Bernie, were you leaving too? Did I miss that? All right, man. Oh, okay. I didn't think so. Is the Stream Deck Plus the one with the knobs? Uh, 49 Whiskey A. How you going, buddy? Nice to see you here. And yes. So, I am being told that it's moving swiftly. Which means, that's a good sign. That's all I can really say. Yeah, so that is what that is. That's cool. Yeah, that'd be nice for the desk setup. I was looking at one of those the other day. Aussie Coffee Bean, welcome to the stream, man. And I love that name. I could say that like 100 times. Aussie Coffee Bean. Am I allowed to say g'day? Is that something that's appropriate for somebody from Tucson? G'day. No, I don't love coffee, actually, enough. Yeah, sure, why not? I appreciate the authorization. No, I'm a Monster guy. I drink way too much Monster. If I could get a partnership for Monster, that would be amazing. Like if they would just sponsor my caffeine for life, that'd be fantastic. I think top of descent should be on the menu. There is fuel in the center tanks. Huh. Sorry, I knew there was a reason why we had jumped on that. I haven't been following the... it is healthier. I'm not going to deny that. But you, specifically, Jeremy, know me. Not really my style. Hey, I don't drink. At least I don't drink alcohol. Rarely. Every now and then. Something. Cheers, bloke. Can I do the accent too? I do it terribly, but cheers, bloke. Padres, I think. No, the Hawks 8. Padres what we departed on. Let's see where we are from the top of the sun. Really? What did the OFP have as our TOD? I feel like the TOD isn't showing up and it should be. Flight plan projected us to descend. Oh, wait. After battleground. Did we pass that already? No, there it is. Okay, no. Where are we from that? Let's see. Oh, we're still a ways away. I didn't think this flight was that long, but I guess it is. Damn. But we still got a ways to go. Hello, welcome from Sacramento. We'll be flying over you here in a bit. Actually, I think we already did. All right, you got to tell me what Struth is. Oh, you crybaby. Got snow. It's all cold. I'm loving the cold, man. Only high quality ones. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. Holy crap. Okay. I picked up my kids from school today. Dude, it was 41 degrees outside. That ain't bad for Tucson, Arizona. And I still was in the short sleeve. I'd bring it. I have a picture of me somewhere of we were up on a mountain. It had snowed like hell the night before. I'm in shorts and a tank top with an axe in one hand, a tree branch in the other. Actually, it was basically an entire tree. We're coming in on 3-4. You lived in Tucson? Oh, that's right. I knew that. That's right. I love it here, man. Means, according to Google, you can't trust the Googler. Yes. What's funny about that? So like everyone that I know gets cold. Everyone I know, like I don't. It takes a lot for me to get cold. If the wind is super bad, then usually I'll you know, I might button up a little bit. But like if I could, if I didn't have the kids and everyone here, dude, if I could set the house at like 50 degrees all the time, I'd be perfectly content. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. You get used to the heat here. Like, it's one of those things that, like, you learn when to do things. Like, between the hours of, like, 11 and 4, yeah, keep your butt inside or near an air conditioner. But early morning, late evening, it's nice. And if we get snow, like, they're projecting snow this year again. We've gotten the last couple, but it'll snow in the morning. The kids go out and play. By noon, it's gone. You know? Yeah. Yeah. That's where it is here. From mid-June to late August, early September, it can be a little rough here. But again, like you learn how to navigate around it. Do you think you needed to specify geographically? I bet if you had asked him where he was at, he would have known what you were asking. By the way, in case you guys don't know, you're going to see me picking on Jeremy big time. He's my buddy. I work with him. He also did all the logo and the branding for the channel, by the way. He did the intro. Really good, really artistic guy. If you guys are looking for any kind of digital art, reach out to him. For a price. A year ain't long enough. So that means you got 3 months of it. You have a fellow Spokanean in the chat. I won't tell you who. Jeremy Hart did my jingle. And I like that you worded it like that. That's not him singing, though. He's not that pretty. I know, they keep wishing that you would. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you come around. I am beautiful, sir. I mean, just look at this. An epic representation of beauty in itself. I am beauty personified. Look at these eyes. See these YouTube eyes? It's a nice shot. Pretty sure we found one. This one. So, funny story. When I was married, and Jeremy is married, and without us, either one of us knowing, what was it? I think my wife at the time called him my husband. Like, are you talking to your husband? And I think his wife called me his boyfriend. It was pretty freaking funny. It's funny that you went there. Washington's beautiful. I'm not going to deny that. It is absolutely gorgeous. Hey, it's not my fault you chose to live in an iceberg. Didn't call him the secretary. Missed opportunity. Oh, Jeremy, you're gonna hate that guy mentioned that. Curtis, I love you. Oh, it is on now. I may not have done it then, but I'm going to in the future. That was good. Your work uniform is about to change too. Gopher? Ban Curtis. No, I didn't say that. That's me. No, I like him. He can stay. Child? Oh, the youngest is trying to buy new games on Amazon. I mean, bee stings can itch. You guys are funny. Ah, Jeremy knows. That's how we play, man. You're good. I promise. Look at that. He puts a blank space. There it goes. I will say I can't wait for the 747, but I'm not as excited for the 100 as I am for the 400. Oh, shit. Oops. I thought we took care of that. How was that? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I keep 2020 around. Well, shit. Who was I watching earlier? I can tell you why I have the British accent in my head. 320 Sim Pilot. I was watching him earlier today. I like his channel. He's got some good stuff. He does good tutorials, but they're fast. Man, he's fast. I thought I talked fast. That's 10 more bucks. Let me just get the wallet out now, dude. I'll admit, I had a bit of a potty mouth. I admit. It's because I have to filter all day at work. Well, when I'm on with a customer. The boss doesn't care. And you were the one saying the B word. That's still saying it. He did it first. What, down with the customer? Junior Cobb on 1/17, January 17th. Yeah, it's fantastic, dude. This thing's awesome. And I know the screen doesn't show up very well, but something that was brought up and I want to keep pointing out, the magenta does show. It doesn't look like it's translating very well on the screen. Yeah, no, you can kind of see it, but right there and up here. Who, me? Couldn't be. My kids were playing that the other day. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I talk fast just because I'm always cracked out on Monster. You can see what happens. It's a little better, not much. It's because of the lights I have on. Yeah, it's there. It looks great. The camera isn't doing it justice, you guys. It's crystal clear. Crystal clear. The colors are nice and vibrant. The brightness works. Oh, here, there you go. There's the purple coming in. Or magenta. And, like, it's funny, too, because on the camera, this looks really bright, really brighter. It looks really brighter. It looks a lot brighter than what it is here. Like, here, it's dim. Like, it is dim right now. Like, let's try this again. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I still have another light over here, but I don't feel like going and get it. Yeah, you bet. You bet. Yeah, this thing's fantastic. I love it, dude. They've done an amazing job with this. No, with the WinWing software, it populates it automatically. And that's the other beautiful part about it is all you do. So the WinWing software is called SimMap Pro. And all you do is launch it. That is it. Their directions specify that you want to launch SimMap Pro and then the simulator. Today, perfect example, I launched the sim, then the SimMap Pro, and picked it up just fine. Yeah, but you can adjust that too. So on the WinWing FCU, the brightness knobs that work in the real aircraft will brighten up the FCU. So if you want it brighter in the plane, or on your FCU, turn it up in the plane. Hey, Cody, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Is it possible to adjust the brightness in the backlight? Yeah, that's what I was just doing. So from right here, just like you would in the real aircraft. It's not showing very well on camera, and that's what I was just saying. But like for me here, this got significantly dimmer. Same thing with the backlighting. It's just because of the camera that I'm using. It had a firmware update when I got it, but again, easy. It's one button inside of the SimMap Pro. Like here, I'll show you guys it real quick. Where's SimMap Pro? I won't be able to show you things like the firmware update, but I'll show you guys what the app looks like. So here's the app. And you can see it works with their combat stuff as well. So like right now I'm flying with the Orion 2. I have that one plugged in over at the cockpit. I have the other takeoff panel as well. I just don't have it plugged in. But so you can click on here. And here you get all of your information. You can set the backlighting. You can set the marker lights. You can do a bunch of testing and stuff with it. Again, I'm not going to do it right now because it's connected to the sim. I don't know what that will do. But then here's your firmware update, and literally all you do. The only thing that it recommends is that you don't do it on a USB hub. But you guys know what I'm gonna say already. I did mine on a USB hub, and it worked just fine. If they ever give you a manual one, you can select the file, and you just hit the update. But it's quick, and it only takes a couple of minutes. They've really done a really good job laying this out where it requires as minimal intervention as possible. All right, Mike, take care, man. Happy New Year to you as well, bud. Thank you. My pleasure. Yeah, it's good stuff, and it's well worth it. It's by far the cheapest one on the market. And very much so up to par. So, like, I'll show you guys the PU one. I would say the PU is the next competitor. Give me a second here. Now, this is another fantastic tool, though. Okay, and what makes this one awesome is that the plate itself is magnetic. So you can literally pull the panel off and put one on from a different aircraft. But I think it's $350 something for the base and one frame, or one template, however you want to call it. And then it's like $100 for every template that you get after that. But the advantage of this one is that you don't have to, you don't swap out the physical hardware. You know, you just pop the panel off. So this one's pretty slick, pretty sick. No, I'm not flying a 737, noob. So for example, here's the panels. So here's one. I'm not going to pull them out of the packaging. You guys got to bear with me. You guys will see the one that's on it. There's another one. So you have like Airbus, the 7.3 series, because as you guys know, the Boeing panels for the 7.3 are different than the 777. I think this is the 777 one. Eee. Yeah, this is the CDU V2 right here. This is what this is. So here it is. Okay. So you can see it's got blank spaces. My camera's reversed. And it's because those buttons aren't populated. But what makes this one really cool... So, two things. Oh, my bad. I'll change that. You should recognize the cockpit, you noob. Anyways. It said 737 earlier. That's weird. Could have sworn it did. Maybe I'm tripping. Anyway. So, what's really nice about this one, but makes it different... So, the screen... You do have to manually pop it out. You have to pop it out. You have to place it. But I didn't have to manipulate it. I didn't have to stretch it or set it. It just thunk and it was good. So that's a plus. But what makes this one awesome is that. So if I want to change to the 737 or an Airbus, I simply take this panel off, pull out the Airbus one, and I'm done. They have their own software that runs in the background, just like SimMap Pro kind of. That automatically syncs it, automatically knows what buttons to use for that particular aircraft. So It's a slick piece of hardware for sure, but more expensive. For this one, you could get like this is obviously for the 737, and you could get the Airbus one, so that would give you 2 of them, right? But you have to swap out the hardware. And I will say, like, the buttons on this one, far superior. The WinWing buttons. This one feels significantly better. Significantly better. But this is still a really awesome tool. I've used this a lot. This is for the 777 that I was using, is why I had it out. This is also, for those of you who haven't caught on yet, oh, crap. That's a desk mount. So, really cool desk mount system. Where this one has, and the wing flex. So I have this one and the wing flex. And they both use one of these. So you pop it out, set the arms up. Okay. So that's the advantage to WinWing as well. Now, WinWing, now the desk mount I believe is a separate purchase, so keep that in mind. Get these put back away. Don't break it, you idiot. Get over here. I keep trying to reach for it and it pushes it further and further away. So this is the PDU CDU version 2. Or PU CDU version 2. Jeez. And it's slick. This is definitely very nice. All right, now because you busted me, I got to figure out how to change that. So like right here when I'm looking at the sim map or the fly live, the overlay, it even says aircraft 737. Ah, that's where it was. There you go. Smart ass. I didn't realize I had to change it there. Oops. Oopsies. How are we looking here? The title does. He was talking about the overlay at the top of the screen. It did. It said PMDG 777. Now it says 737. Because I just changed it. He was right. He was talking about the overlay in the top left of the screen. Right there. Yeah. I suck. Dude, I just noticed the wing flex. When did they add the wing flex? It wasn't always there. He says, there it is. I'm honest, man. No use hiding it. That's why I leave all my mistakes in my videos. Like, why hide it? Stupid carpet. There. I don't know. Getting some turbulence. It's actually pretty good flex. That's a cool shot. Let me get my big papa head out of the way. Screenshot. Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. I don't sweat my mistakes, man. Gods know I've made hundreds of them. And I hope you get stuck at a red light behind a train. I'm sure we'll be here when you get back, pal, if you want. Take care, buddy. We're coming into night operation now. Let's bring this up. How far are we out still? We're still almost 400 miles from the top of descent. Do I have that sim rate selector? I know I have it in 2024. I don't think I have it on this one. Damn. Although I hate bumping up the sim rate because then the aircraft acts like a jerk. All right. Speaking of which, I'm going to go get some caffeine. I'll be right back. Oops, that helps. How's it going, Owls? Welcome to the stream. It's amazing, dude. Absolutely amazing. Telling everyone today, it's mounted to a desk mount now. The desk mount behind it. That came in today. It's fantastic. They really did a good job with this. WinWing's taking the market by storm, man. Much needed addition for sure. It's really cool, all the hardware that's starting to come out, man. There's so much awesome stuff heading the way. Flight simming has just completely changed. You think about what we had to work with, hell, 5 years ago. Just go back 5 years and think about what we had. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I asked for both. They didn't give me both. Yeah. Yeah, and they're very well done. Well, and that's the kicker, is the reasonable price. Like, they really are. And I'm sure the biggest thing is just their sheer production capability. But, man, they make it work. They make it happen. You asked for both? Yeah, I felt kind of silly because, like, yesterday, dude, so it was a pretty quiet day at my work. And then I got a knock on the door, package arrived, and I opened up, like, I didn't even know it was coming. I didn't even get a shipping notice. And so I'm like, you know, it was like, Christmas! And I just immediately just started going ham on it. I'm like, yeah, I gotta check this out. So we are doing a night landing. I haven't done a night landing in so long. Yeah, the price point is perfect, dude. Absolutely perfect. I was just showcasing the PU CDU version 2 with the magnetic panels, magnetic faceplates. And that's a pretty, I thought that one was pretty badass. But when you figure you can get, at the very least, you can get two. If you buy the Boeing and you buy the Airbus, now you're still limited on aircraft. Some of the buttons will be in the wrong spot. Like if I were to take this and fly the 777, I think the departures and arrivals are actually up here. The climb button, I think, is down here. Legs, anyway, a couple different variances. But even then, once you learn where things are, it goes pretty well. So the CDU V2 is nice because you just have one device that you just change the panels, but you also have to pop the screens out and set them. So that's another disadvantage to that one. But this one, as a whole, it feels great. It's solid. The desk mount is amazing. It's a really nice desk mount. Although, hey, question, since you got it. Your oh no, you said it hasn't come yet. Damn it, never mind. You have to let me know. On the desk mount, the one thing I've noticed is it won't close all the way. You can go to about there-ish, and it will go down real wide. But as far as coming up, it's got a max of like 1.25 inches. So like if you were to clamp it on something that's real thin, like a piece of metal or something, it ain't gonna work well. Yes, the MCP, dude. I cannot wait. Oh, that's why. Okay. Be right back, guys. Yep. What am I looking for? I always forget where the hell it is. Oh, let's turn the logo lights on. Let's turn the wing lights on. And there it is. That's what I was looking. There we go. We'll leave that on for now. Did that show up outside? Oh, a little bit. Looks like it does. Ha! I'll be damned, it does. I never noticed that before. Like I said, tells you how often I do a night flight. Woo! There we go. Yeah, the MCP is going to be sick, dude. Absolutely sick. Especially since I prefer the 737 over anything else, just because I don't do the real long flights. Like this is really long stream for me. Like I don't normally have this kind of time. That's why I keep jumping in and out, getting the kids their dinner and things like that. So the 7.3 is real nice because you can make those shorter hops with it. There's just so many options. You've got touch portal, you've got multiple MCPs, and FCPs. You've got multiple CDUs. You've got touch screens for CDUs. Like there's one on FlightSim.to that works great for like a touch screen, an iPad, cell phone, doesn't matter. And it even does virtual display, so you can actually pop out the display onto the panel. There's just so many options now. Like it's crazy. You can get away with just about any configuration. The Stream Deck panels that I reviewed just the other day. So many different configurations, so many different hardware options. It's hard. Like if somebody asks you, like, it used to be an easy question to answer, like, what should I buy? Like now, there's so many preliminary. It's like an interview before we can tell you what to buy. Please fill out this 30-page questionnaire, and then I can give you my advice on what you need to purchase. Yeah. At the same token, that's super cool. Like the two FCPs I have, they're so similar in functionality, but yet they're both targeted to two different people. The two FCPs I have, like I said, I've got one that's from WingFlex and it's super expensive, and then I have the one from WinWing, but both serve a purpose. Like it's not as simple as going, well, get this one because it's cheaper. No. Are you building a detailed cockpit? Are you needing something that's as realistic and one-to-one as possible? Like there's so much more to it. Like here, I'll show you guys them. So like I think I gotta get in front of it. There we go. Here's the WingFlex. Stupid filter sucks. And it's bigger. It's heavier. It's got some serious weight to it. The buttons feel completely different, far more professional. And you guys have seen the WinWing one, so I won't show you that one. I just know this one's not quite as popular because of its price point. This one, just as easy as configuring. It's plug and play. You launch the software and boom, you're done. But like this one has a purpose, and this one's probably, I think it's 3 times the price of the FCP. Oh, got one of my passengers. Okay, what's that? All right, you bet. Okay. Sorry about that. Kids had to say goodnight to their mama. But it's so hard to answer, even yokes. Yeah, I can't blame you. Although curious, why'd you go with the cadet? And I'm being genuine. I get asked that all the time. Like, what's your use case for the cadet versus say the CM3 series? That's true. I didn't think about that. Moby Flight. I forgot about that. Good call. I haven't actually tried that yet. That'd make a cool video. I'll have to try to set that up. Let me make a note of that. Because I forget about that. That's a really good idea. He says confidently. I didn't think I'd use all the buttons. I see. Are you Microsoft Flight Simulator only? Or do you do combat too? Are you able? So I don't use Moby Flight, but I use SPAD. I'm a diehard SPAD user. Are you able to get the displays to work too? Just switched over to my time to fly, right? Gave you the itch. All right, that's fair then, I guess. Oops, sorry. My bad. I really try to keep that crap off camera. Whoa, what are you pissed off about? Oh, the center tanks. So that makes sense. If you have enough... Like, I guess I use a lot of them still, even in GA. It really depends on how mapping crazy you want to get. For VR, like if you just, I don't know if you've taken that dive, Whiskey. But for VR, the more buttons, the merrier. Just FYI. The other thing that I would say that you should dive into, if you ever even have the inclination of going rotors, is their collective. The collective is sick. God, it's badass. Yeah, I know, dude, but I don't like broadcasting it. I don't want to be, like if there's kids watching things like that, I don't like showing that kind of stuff. That's why it's like my kids, they never see me do it. It's a nasty habit. Everything works. 737 and 777 work the best. Really? Okay, cool. All right, I'll check that out, dude. I bet SPAD can do the same thing, so I'll have to look into that. If not, I think I have MobiFlight too. I haven't used it in a really long time. Ah, see? There it is. So, you know what though? If you didn't want to go with the throttles, I'm going to do my best here. Get that one. It's the panel 3, I think is what that one is. It's either panel 1 or panel 3. But it's got the landing gear handle. And what's really cool is it's 3 positions. So much like the Boeing here, you actually can set the off position as well. I do remember that MobiFlight is free. I went with SPAD just has an easier UI. Like, I'm the first one to say it. Like, if you know about their customer service, then you know. And I completely agree about their customer service if you know. Their support, they are not the nicest of people. But the software is just, it's so easy to use. It's so much easier to navigate. I found MobiFlight to be very, and it makes sense because I know it's still a very young application, but the interface can be very daunting for me. It can be a little, and I think it's just coming from SPAD. I've been using SPAD since, gosh, I want to say its inception. Yeah, I like SPAD. I really do. It's incredibly. Yeah, they are. No, they're not. 390. I don't think I've ever ran into that before. You just crossfeed to balance, don't you? FSUI PC was sort of the start of it all. Like, for example, you used to need FSUI PC and SPAD to you do certain things, and then SPAD sort of caught on where FSUI PC wasn't necessary as much anymore. But yeah, it is another good one. I have FSUI PC 7. No, they're not. I fly Sim X. How's it going, bud? Welcome to the stream. Is there a fuel transfer switch? You don't transfer them. Don't you just turn the crossfeed on to balance the tanks? It's plastic, but it's got that same feel that you get with the Airbus. Like, it feels legit. It's nice and heavy too. Right now I can't move it because it's on the desk mount for it came in today, which is slick. And by the way, the desk mount you can oscillate it. PMDG or iFly. Well, iFly is the max though, so it really depends. It goes deeper again. That's sort of another one of those questions that we were just talking about. I think you crossfeed them. We're going to turn the crossfeed on. If I remember correctly, that will balance them. It's been a while. I've actually only ever done that once. I don't see any kind of fuel transfer switch. I can't imagine you would turn the pumps off. That seems like that would be a bad idea. Oh, that'd be a fun for the live stream. Killed the engine. Whoops. We don't need no stinking engines. Oh, so I was right. You do turn the pumps off. Okay, that would make sense. That's what I thought, but it was like one of those, like, I don't want to do that and be wrong. That makes sense, but all right, so pumps off. And we'll watch the balance. And how are we doing on top of descent? Still ways to go. Still about 200 miles. Well, thank you, Gabi. I just learned something new. I'll have to add that to the guide. That'll be a fun update. You know what? I'm going to grab a screenshot. Actually, hey, I'm going to set it today for a minute, just so my screenshots are consistent. But I'm going to add this to the guide. We'll still keep it as a night landing. I haven't done one of those in a very long time. Son of a gun? Yep. Almost there. I could see where that would be bad. Oh, yeah, you can pre-purchase it. Yep. It's on pre-sale on the 17th. Oh, now I went the other direction. Idiot. Just keep swipping. That's all I'm going to do the rest of the flight now. Just I'm going to keep having to bounce back and forth because I'm not paying attention. $40. $30. $20. Almost time. Survey says. All right, up we go. Pumps on, cross feet off. Yay, he did it. That was cool. Like I said, I haven't ran into that before. Yeah, it's pretty sick, dude. But like I said, this is another one of those tough ones for me. Like if someone were to ask which one to buy, it'd be hard to answer that right now. Oh, see, that's one I didn't know about. What's that? Avia server? Let me look at it. And they have Avia server and Avia server 2024. Hold on, I'll show you guys on. I'll pull it up on screen. Oops, wrong browser. Let me add a new Windows source. That's what I want. Whoa, that's not gonna work, is it? Is there anything that gives you like a screenshot of it? Avia flight monitor, CDU overhead. It'd be nice if they had screenshots of it. Maybe. Oh. Oh. There's the 777 right there. Dude. That's older. What is that? That's 7.4? Holy crap, dude. Dude. All right, what do they got? Aerosoft CRJ 737 Max, the Mad Dog. That's what that was. That was the Mad Dog. 737, the 600, the 700, 8 and 9, the 777. Let's see, what else did I see? What's the Avia flight monitor? What is this? I have an iPad. What does this do? Bank angle? Oh, so it's just stats. Huh. I'll be damned. Oh, that's kind of cool. Map. So, I mean, this part's cool, but the rest of it, Navigraph does a lot of that. So that one's all right, but which one? Yeah, that one caught my attention. 737 NG and the 777. Dude. Look at that. Now, does it have to just be an iPad? Or can it run locally? Because, like, I have a USB touchscreen, too. Look at that, dude. That's sick. You said it's $10? Let's go to the sim market. Oh, here. Oh, do you? Sim market's been loading so slow for me lately. There it goes. I see. So it's per... No, that's... Oh, CDU MSFS. Fly-by-wire MSFS. Mix and match license bundle. Oh, that's FSX and P3D. Oh, there it is. $29. $30 conversion. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would. Have something like overhead. Find a cool way to mount it. This is a slick way. See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. Like it... I'm still gonna get it. I won't go through all the purchase stuff right now because obviously we're streaming, but I'm going to get this and you guys will see this on a video. This is sick. I had never even heard of this. The overhead panel is in itself. That's gold. That's pretty awesome. Thanks for the shout out on that, by the way. That's I appreciate that. Like, I'm gonna check that out. I could think of a bunch of different applications for that. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, flight simming, you didn't used to have all these options. You know, now it's like there's so many things that are so budget friendly and yet effective. I mean, touchscreens have become such a thing now. I mean, touchscreens used to be so expensive, dude, and now, hell, the USB ones, you could pick up a good 15-incher for, what, 120 bucks maybe? And 15 inches, I mean, that's a big screen. Yeah. Well, and that's the kicker, right? I mean, you got space and money. Like, I remember, like, it goes back to what I've said before, and I've said it in multiple videos, and I said it earlier today. I didn't grow up with money. You know, like this, I said it, and I have no problem saying this one again. I am so blessed by all you guys. You know, I never saw the channel taking out the way it is. This channel started as just doing tutorials for DCS World because DCS World's learning curve sucks. You know, the learning curve in DCS is tough, man. And then when 2020 came out, I decided, what the hell, you know, I'll do some videos on that and see how it goes. And I went from, I think I had like 2,000 subscribers to like 10,000 within like 6 or 7 months. Like, it just skyrocketed. I mean, we'll get to that, Jay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but yes and no. That would also depend on orientation. It would still make it functional. I guess we'll get to that later. But so like, I wouldn't have all this stuff. Like, flat and simple. Like, the amount of money that's in this room, I wouldn't have had it if I didn't get the exposure that you guys, the subscribers and viewers, have made possible for me. Like, it wouldn't be a thing. So I'm obviously not the only one in that scenario, right? So you look at things like touchscreens and things like that, and these apps that make the simulation experience possible for people who don't have the money, or, like you were saying, don't have the space. Like, it's just, and that's where, again, like, yeah, as cool as this is, you know, to who though, right? To the right person. On YouTube, yeah. I don't know if you can or not. I don't know if it tells you. I don't think so. I don't even think it tells me. But it's amazing the different options and opportunities you have. Like, somebody on a budget, I would not recommend even this to. And this is very reasonably priced. It's extremely reasonable price. But if you someone who had very limited money, like, I'm gonna try out that AviaWorks, and if it, or Avia server, you know, and if it works well, there's another solution. Super Tards, welcome to the stream, man. I absolutely am. Absolutely am. I've loved all of them. Like, it's a real tough call as far as who's the best of the best right now. They're nice. Absolutely very nice. You know what's funny? So, I know you missed the start of the stream, but I almost did it again. I had bumped at some point, it must have been during the taxi or when I was showcasing the handles or something, because I was showcasing the Flight Sim Factory 1-to-1 scale handles that are on this throttle. There, you guys can kind of see it there. Anyway, and so I must have bumped the speed brake and armed it, And so at the start of this stream, when we were going for takeoff, I got the, or I don't think we had made it to takeoff yet. I don't think we made it to takeoff, but you know, I went to power up for taxi or something like that, and I got the earn, and immediately I looked down and pushed it forward, and it's like, shut up. That's a mistake I'll never make again. Stupid Airbus. Yeah, but Keith, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. And Supertards, I wouldn't worry about that though, because WinWing's real quick to replenish. They're real quick to bounce back. Yeah. Yep. It was one of those, dude. But it goes back to show that I leave everything in my videos. That's why I do that, though. You know, that's exactly why. I had just got done, so I went from, I think it was, my first guide that I did was the A320, so the fly-by-wire. And so I had been flying it like crazy, and so I'd gotten into bad habits from Airbus. See, they're bad for you. I'm kidding. And then moved over to Boeing, and for whatever reason on that day, I was in an Airbus mentality and armed with the stupid all the way through takeoff. For those of you guys who don't know, I did a video with the 737 on takeoff roll. The config warning is yelling at me the entire time down the runway, and it wasn't until we were airborne, gear was up, aircraft was cleaned up before it finally stopped. And then I had caught that the air brake was, or the speed brakes were armed, and idiot. Yeah, that's true too. I've heard that before. Yeah, no, I wouldn't let it put you off. The other one is like Virpil. Virpil has that 9 times out of 10, you can bet your money you're waiting 3 months. Usually. Now, they've gotten a lot better. I will say this. I know they opened up another production facility. But Virpil used to be the same thing, but they are well worth the wait, man. The nice thing about Virpil is you won't be disappointed. Yeah. Yeah, I can't blame you. That's good stuff. And that's the kicker, right? It's the pricing. We were talking about that earlier. Like, they're shattering everybody else. Where is that? Where is that one? The most expensive CDU that I own. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. It was safe. But so, for example, on the kicking ass on price, right? So here is the wing flex. It mounts on those arms that I was telling you guys about earlier. Now, it does have the mounting holes. 1-to-1 scale, just like the WinWing is. The buttons feel just like they do on here, and actually, I actually like these ones, the feel of these better. The weight and design and overall build quality, to me, is... If I were to hand you both, let me put it this way, if I were to hand you both, just like this, turned off, etc., okay? Take all the labeling off. If I were to hand you both, I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference. If you had never seen them before. You could do this all day long, push the buttons, and I don't think you'd be able to tell me what the difference between the two is if you had never seen them before. So, and this right here, I think is $600. So, it's got to say something to some of these developers, though. You know? Now, this one, again, superb. You don't have to pop out the screen. The software automatically connects. It's got extremely rapid, very fast response rate. The lighting and everything on that is gorgeous. The screen definition is perfect, but so is this. So it's one of those like WinWing really is they're hitting the buttons, man, and what they're going to do is they're going to put these other developers in a position where they're no longer. I think people have been able to price point. There's two reasons, right? And I don't think anyone's out to rob anyone blind. I don't think that's the goal. I just don't. I think there may be certain companies that, where are we to our, okay. I think there are certain companies that maybe a little bit think that, I'm trying to word this very politically. I think there are certain developers who may be very proud of their equipment, if you guys catch my drift, and that's fine, that's great, they're awesome stuff. But what WinWing is going to do is they're going to push even them to say, if I want to stay in this, I got to bring it down. And the other thing that you have to take into consideration that I've thought about too is production capability. WinWing obviously been in the DCS world for a long time. I remember when they first showed up, they were the same way. Prices were extremely high. They were very expensive. They weren't able to do things like this at this price. When WinWing came out, I would say they were, and they still are, they're close, but they've come down a bit, but they were very comparable to Virpil's pricing. And for those of you who don't know, Virpil is, you're going to pay for it, right? But extremely high quality stuff. I'm not going to take that away. Yes, I'm a Virpil fanboy. I'll leave it up all day long, but I'm a WinWing fanboy too. So I think production capability has something to do with it too. You know, do you already have the manufacturing tools? Do you already have the ability to mass produce, or some of these things are a slower build process? If they're a slower build where you're having to do your own molding and things like that, that's going to jack the price up because it's going to increase labor time, things like that. So it's hit and miss. Oh, awesome, man. Well, I hope you subscribed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, to be honest, like I said, I very much so would say that you have VKB, but they're not really developing much that's new lately. But I would definitely call them a competitor of Virpil, and then I would call WinWing a competitor of Virpil. And it's funny because it's a good thing that Virpil jumped on the yoke wagon early, because I'm willing to bet that, and I don't know this is pure speculation, but I'm willing to bet it won't take long before WinWing pumps out a yoke too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. No, I agree. They're not recognizing that the competition is steep and of good quality. Like, this is fantastic, and it shatters everyone else in price. Just blows them away. The PU-CDU V2, gosh, is the closest competition, but it also does more. But I would not call it as aesthetically pleasing either. Be right back. I gotta go get my ribs out of the oven. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. But a WinWing throttle, dude, that'd be sick. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna see if I can get them to do the 737 instead. Like, no, go Boeing, damn it. And I am not on VETSIM. I need to. You know, that's probably one of the few things that I haven't jumped into. Oh, hey. Might be time to start getting some work done. Why is that all so fuzzy? Hey, we can see the top of descent. How about that? Yep, 101 miles. All right. Let's take a look at some good stuff. So we're going to do flaps 30 landing. Get our winds. From who? What Boeing throttles are you talking about? You talking about in the real aircraft? I was talking about a duplicate. All right, winds are ready. Oh, good. This is really cool for those of you who haven't done this. You go to the fixed page, put in your airport, /5/10. We're going to do /15. It'll put rings at these distances around your airport. It's a really great tool for sort of getting the hang of your setup. Like, you know, when I cross this ring. Oh, dude. Yeah. Dude, it sucks. Like, and I'm not... I love their stuff. I love their thrustman. I still have my Warthog sitting on my motion pit, you know, after all this time. But I feel like, I feel like their quality has really gone down. That's where I was going with that. All right, should be it. That was everything, right? Fuel quantity projected 8.1. So that would be... Why am I not thinking? 128.5 ish. That's our projected fuel at landing, minus the 8.1 until landing. I think that's it. That's everything, right? my fixes in. Fuel projection in. Do need to set the ILS. Well, it looks like it's already there, but I'm not trusting that yet. Alright, we're coming close, finally. Alright, so let's take a look at the charts for a second. Let me go back up to the route for a second. Come on. Push. 3-4 left. That's what we're expecting. Approach plate. Actually, let's go to the star. Box 8. Oh, what the hell? You jerk. Alright, what's our first required? Alright, cool. We can do... I'm going to take us all the way down to 6,000. I don't do it around the runway, I just do it around the airport. For me, it's just about making sure that I'm configured in time. But I mean, it's basically doing the same thing. But that's a good idea, using the runway. I didn't think about using the runway. Alright, set to our altitude. Yeah, I don't like the... Unfortunately, their GA stuff I don't approve of from Thrustmaster. Or their commercial line, I should say. I don't like... I've had the yoke, I've had the throttles. I have the sidekick somewhere. And I just wasn't impressed. Ah, gotcha. Oh, I was going to look at the approach plate. One 11075. Let's forget how to do this. If I can see the damn thing. There we go. The other one. Go. And approach course. What was that? 344? Yep. Cool. The oak was okay for me. That's just my opinion. It was okay. Are you speaking yoke or commercial yoke? Incomplete question, sir. The sensors may be dirty too. I've had that in the past. With other products, not with Thrustmaster. For commercial yoke, fair enough. But that's sort of where we come back to that question, like how realistic are you wanting to get? So what, even knowing what I know now, and I have a video review of it. Like, so, I'm being as honest as I can here. It is nice, but like at the same token, like I would actually hate it for GA. So I hear what you're saying. Yes, it's probably the best on the market, but if I was looking to get the best bang for my buck in this particular scenario, I'd probably go with the Alpha. If you can find it. Oh, I might have missed that, bro. I didn't realize you said that. I'm sorry. Then that would make sense for you. Like, don't get me wrong. Oh, okay. I was like feeling bad. I'm like, shit. Yeah, if you never fly, then yeah. And if you're Boeing only, all right. I could see that then. Oh, hey, what's our minimums? 579. Yeah, fair enough. And that goes back to like we were talking about earlier. Like if someone ever asks you what to buy, it's like you got to ask them a 30-page questionnaire before you can effectively answer that. Hey, Daryl, don't come in here saying that kind of hateful stuff in here. Because freaking Airbus is everywhere. God, we have so many Airbus aircraft in the sim. Some of us like to fly a plane instead of a computer, you know. I'm kidding. Ace yolks? Where do you get it? I'm trying to find their actual. These are all reviews. Is that it? Oh, it's a Facebook page. It's pretty solid. Nobody's talking about the price, though. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's what we were just looking at. This is somebody's cockpit build. The Yaw 3? Dude, where are you guys finding all these? How am I the YouTube content creator and I don't know what you guys are talking about? Oh, this is for motion simulation. Ah, never mind. I do know what that is. Yeah, I have the DOF reality one. Oh, hit our top of descent. Down we go. Who are closed now? This is why I hate YouTube chat. It takes forever for me to see you guys' comments. I was testing it the other day. Sometimes it's over a minute before I see your chat. Lazy live streams, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And welcome aboard. Oh, Ace. Oh, that sucks. It is sad when you see some of these startup companies just can't hang sometimes. And I think it's all about, this is going to sound really self-serving, so, I'm not trying to be, but I think when it comes to these startup guys, they need to reach out to like us content creators, because I think the biggest thing, it sort of like goes back to that Avia server that you showed me earlier. I knew nothing about it. If they don't get their name out, and the best way to do that, unfortunately, is from us, content creators. Oh, I don't have my bots set up, bro. Like I said, so guys, just for the record, I think I streamed once last year. This year, that's my goal, so I'm still learning a lot of this stuff. I need to set that up, but here, I'll throw an invite to the Discord. Yeah, no, dude, I'm still learning. I still have so much to learn about live streaming. I'm sure there's a million tools and cool tricks that I don't know yet. But I'll throw an invite in the link. Hang on. There's one at the bottom of every one of my YouTube channels too, or YouTube videos. That's what I'm about to pull up, so give me a second. Where the hell's my Discord link? There it is. There you go. Oh, shit. I just minimized you guys. Ah, where'd it go? Where are you? I lost you. Come back. There you are. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be streaming a lot. That's my goal. And this is why. All right, sad story real quick. Last year, about this time, I got divorced. My wife separated. I'm a single father of 3. I have my kids full time. So it's been a very hard, very crazy year, and it was just, I had to get things squared away before I could dedicate time to it. Now things are ironing out, and I intend to stream. We streamed last week, actually. So I'm going to be streaming a lot more, because I love the interaction. This is so much more fun than recording. And I love doing my recordings too, but they have different purposes. I appreciate that, Lazy. Yeah, we'll be doing more streams. Yeah, absolutely, man. Join the Discord. Be careful what you ask for. I'm not bashful about asking questions. If I don't know something, I have no problem admitting it. And my next question is, how do you do it? I haven't seen him chat in a while. I don't know if he went off to dinner and things like that, but I have a friend who helped me set up a lot of this stuff. It is. I think my biggest fear with live streaming, you know, like I said, I've got the two littles here too. I've got a 7 and a 9-year-old, you know, and I don't know. It was just one of those, like, I worry about, you know, how some people would perceive, you know, the kids. And this year I decided I just don't give a shit. You know, you don't like my kids being here. And I call them my passengers when they pop in. They were in here a minute ago. I don't know if the camera picked them up or not with the background, but they're fun. Yeah, I agree. And the recordings are good for the reviews too. You know, if like the initial review. Oh, there he is. There's my bud. So yeah, Jeremy here. He set up he created my logo. He created my intro, the song. He's helped me do a lot of the stream stuff that's already there, like my alerts and stuff. But yeah, I have so much more to learn. Look how foggy that is. What the hell? I keep noticing it like coming in and out. Yeah, let's set our barometric pressure. And we're now above the glide slope. Let's see how bad. We're going to catch it? Yeah, we're catching it. We're catching it. Ooh, it is ugly out there. Are we going to do a Cat 3 landing? That'd be kind of fun. Alright, let's go ahead and set our auto brake to 3. I do a lot of this stuff very early, just FYI, guys, and I know I do. It's just to keep things chill. That's all it is. See, funny enough, I actually do most of my recording from the cockpit. I have everything. The only thing, but the problem is the cockpit is designed for everything. So it's stick and throttle, collective, rudder pedals, switch boxes, and all that. But I don't have the Bravo's next to me here on the desk. I'm also going to be live streaming American Truck Simulator soon too. It won't be on this YouTube channel, guys. So make sure you guys look in the description below. And you should see one for Overkill Entertainment 8. Overkill Entertainment, not simulations. But add the 8 at the end, and you guys will be seeing me do everything else. I can't do ATS on this channel because it'll screw up my algorithm. Hang on a second. As the oldest helped me out. Yeah, live weather's on. Oh, you're talking to Jesse? Yeah, but you can see it. It's clearing out. We're now at 12,000. What's our missed approach altitude? 900 feet. Well, I guess that makes sense. We're damn near at sea level, huh? 5,000. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Or 3,000. We can do 3,000. We'll do 3,000. What's that? What's the wink wink? What are you talking about? Hopefully soon what? What did I miss? Set us down to 3,000. And Daryl, yes, it should. By the way, I'm sorry, I did not miss your question. I don't know why it just popped in my head again. It's just, I said earlier, I like pushing buttons. I like playing with everything. I like coming out. That's why I don't do the sim brief link and import for my flight plans. I do everything manually. It's just fun. It's more fun for me that way. Makes you feel like you're doing something. That's why I like the Boeing cockpits a little bit better. Oh yeah, ATS definitely, dude. I'm excited to show off my new truck. Super excited about my new truck. What's our speed? 270. I'm gonna get a little bit ahead of it. We're gonna go speed intervention. Start slowing us down. Go 240. And get a little bit ahead of it again. Let's get the landing lights on. I'm gonna turn the runway turn off lights on. Taxi light on now. Again, I know it's early. Just getting ahead of things. Engines to continue as for landing. Doing great on the glide slope. I've got the Ruta 389. I love the Ruta. And I just picked up the Pister. That one's really cool. I like that one. It's got the only thing I don't like about Ruta and don't like, right? Quote, quote, seriously, is just the lack of customizations compared to some of the others. But ATS, by the way, guys, for flight simmers, American Truck Simulator, you would not believe how much fun it really is. And I think it does relate to flight simulation in that you just it's sort of like when you just want to go up and fly a VFR. It's chill to just go out and drive the trucks and customize them. You'll have to see, Jeremy, you should post yours too, man. Where'd you post it? What channel? Oh, show your sim rigs. Was that your flight setup? Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah, nice, dude. Wow, the Logitech radio panels. I used to have those long time ago. Looks good. The Stream Deck. I like the Stream Deck. I just did a video on the panels. The hitter built is nice. I've heard that too. Yeah, I haven't tried that. Yeah, you like the pisters too? Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun. I've really been getting into it. Jeremy got me into that one too. If he doesn't post a picture of his rig, I will later in that same chat. He's got a sweet ATS rig, man. Sweet ATS rig. I think I beat him in the flight sim compartment, but he kicks my ass in the... Yeah, but how far up, dude? There's been a lot of posts in that channel. Here, hold on. I'm looking for it. Yeah, dude, you're going to have to post it again, Jay. I'm sitting here still scrolling and scrolling. So what you guys could do is search for Catheta. Oof, it is dark, man. All right, let's start getting her down to 210. I'm gonna give her some speed brake. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. That was my fault. I bumped the trim wheel. Here, I just put an invite in the chat. You did. You did have a bit of head start. Your sim rig is sick. I'd love your trucking rig. I think the sort of same applies for me in flight simulation. I sort of had a jump start on you. All right, we are looking great on altitude. Speed, not so much. It'd be nice if the speed would come back a bit. I'm going to keep that power off. We're going to go flaps 1. Actually, I think I'm in my limits. We're going to go flaps 5. There she goes. VREF is 144. All right, we've got DME, so we're going to go localizer. Like I said, I set up early. Did you? Oh, damn. Ah, nice use of the laptop. Oh, so you got... Oh, you got the... Did I miss that? You got the... Oh, you did mention you had the PU, huh? Nice, man. That's such an awesome CDU. I like your tower. All right, on the localizer. Just waiting for... And we're on the glide slope. We're locked on the glide slope. All right, so let's set it down to VREF. Yeah, I know. Give me a second. That was my bad. I know. It's my fault. I'm working on it. Speed up. Come on. Alright, what am I missing? What is she mad about? We're inside of all of our speeds. Speed brakes were retracted. There it goes. Okay. Alright. I was like, that should be going away now. I knew why it was yelling at me. Just didn't understand what it was doing. Set our heading bug for runway heading. Flaps. We're at set flaps. Go 149. Should be at flaps 30. Dude, it is so fuzzy. Why does it keep doing that? I never have that problem. Look at that, dude. It better clear soon or we might go Cat 3. Shut up. They're armed. Hadn't gotten that far yet. You're working too hard. Yeah, we got it. She's in there now. I feel like that's one of those things that Overkill Simulations is never going to live down. Are your speed brakes armed? Like, I know. A few minutes ago. 1,700. I mean, it's about right. We're just now passing through 2,000, so close enough. Not going to fault them for that. No, that was the whole Daryl. That was the whole joke. So in the Boeings, you do not arm the speed brake on the speed brakes. And when I was doing one of my tutorial videos, I had just got done flying the Airbus like repeatedly over and over and over. And so we go to do a takeoff on the video, and the whole time down the runway, and it wasn't until gear was up, flaps were up, that the alarm finally stopped going off. But it was because I had the speed brakes armed. So now every time someone catches me flying the Boeing, they're like, "Did you arm the speed brakes?" And I almost did it today on takeoff. It was funny as hell. Because as I took on the runway, went to power up, and got the charm, and I immediately knew, and then slapped the stupid lever up, and that time I had just bumped it just enough to arm them. So that's why they're giving me crap. Whoa, bad time to lag. Knock it off, simulator. Did you do this to me? Oh, come on, stop it. Stop it. Just load your stupid scenery in already. Damn it, now we're high. Shit. Come on, get on glass up. There we go.
100. 50.
Floating.
30. 10.
Alright, cleared the runway. Flaps retracted. Let's turn that dome light back on so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Go ahead and start the APU. Taxi light. Alright, I think everything else is good. I don't want to talk about the approach, okay? The sim was lagging like hell for me. One point I was steady on glide slope, the next one I wasn't. It's not my fault, it's your fault. Yeah, on Airbus, it's not automatic. Yeah, no. That's what the RTO is about. Or that's what the arming is about. Excuse me. You know what I meant. Strike that. Reverse it. I think I zigged when I should have zagged. I did. That's the cargo ramp. Son of a... Passengers are like, dude, does this guy have any idea where he's going? Yeah, quick trip. Yeah, figured that out the hard way. Like I said, as soon as I turned, I knew I went the wrong way. Boeing's not going anywhere. We're at 21 knots. We can ride that 25 knot line. I'm not disputing that they're behind Airbus. They, just the negative publicity alone has got them shot in the face. The Max, I admit, was definitely not one of their prouder moments. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Survey says... Son of a, nowhere close. Slam. All right, my friends. Well, I appreciate you guys flying Southwest 209 with me today from nonstop service from San Diego into Seattle. That was a very fun flight, you guys. I really appreciate all of you guys who joined, and I had a great time chatting with y'all. I really did. This was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoy the WinWing PFP. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. I can't recommend it enough. Oh, hey, I'll show you guys the desk mount now. So there's the desk mount. Very simple. But this is what I was talking about as far as the limitation. It's got a keeper nut in there, just a socket, or a hex nut. So that's the only thing I don't like. So if you were to put this on something that's a real thin surface, you wouldn't really be able to. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Truly, I really do. And we'll definitely be doing many more streams. This has been a lot of fun. I gotta get the damn thing back on there. Am I ever close? All right, my friends. Well, as always, guys, you know the drill. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Definitely join the Discord and chat me up, guys. And stay safe and healthy. See you in the next one.